Greetings and salutations, humans. This is Froggy and Friends, and we are starting a new campaign. And it looks like I need to add somebody again. Do-do-do.
That's not very goth.
Yeah, right.
Look at all these names.
Okay, and that should work now. Okay, cool. All right. So, alrighty. Welcome to the planet of Valok. The three moons are overhead at night. Um, and you are on the well, we don't need to get into all that. You guys probably won't remember all that. But you have all come to the bustling port city of Kawickum, located in the northern reaches of Quarkia, a nation of non-dragon-born kingdoms, under a central council of 14 aging archmages. For one reason or another, um, you have taken a flyer from one of the many job boards throughout the city. The flyer that stood out to you all was a simple parchment with an elegant script. Adventurers needed. Good pay. No prior experience necessary. To be in service of the League of Extraordinary Adventurers. Inquiries come to the Half Pint Tavern in the Downs at dusk. Wednesday. Look for the blue lighted table. And I can send this note to you so you all have that. Would you like that?
Please.
Very much.
Fast enough.
I was trying so hard to keep up with all the names.
Same.
I've written a lot down, but I'm gonna try and note take.
I can promise you none of it is spelled right.
100%. I just spelled everything how it sounded.
Yeah, me too.
No issues. No issues with that. All right. So, what we're going to do is I'll let you all kind of decide. Do you all want to start where we are at the Half Pint Tavern, or are there things with your little individual groups that you'd like to do? Like, do you want to go shopping for some reason? Like, do you want to actually look around this port city?
I would love to get an impression of the class system of the city. I don't know if I can do that just by walking to the inn or what that would be like, but I want to know kind of how the wealth is spread out.
Okay. Well, the city that you grew up in is let's see here. That would be far larger than the one that you're in right now. Class wise, you've got it's a port city, so there's a big spread of like wealthy people walking next to non. So you're to go to the Downs, you have to ask a few people, and you do find your way to the Half Pint Tavern. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right. So I guess we'll just kind of start with the tavern. Just everyone going in.
Oh yeah, definitely go to the tavern first thing for me if I'm stepping off the ship.
Okay. Taylor, Caleb, and Jeff, were you all at the job board at the same time? Or did you all kind of...
I would be with... My character would be with Taylor's. Harry Goth would be with Aura.
Okay. And,
I think
Yeah.
We might not have been on the same ship, but if I saw them at the job board, I would recognize them and I'd go up and look at it as well.
Okay, so you just kind of all are going in the same direction. So you guys are kind of going at the same time. Okay. Um, so Taylor, does everyone see as you're reading this flyer on this job board?
What does everyone see as I'm reading this flyer on the job board?
Yeah, describe your character.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yeah.
great. Uthara Ironwave is a female half orc barbarian, and she has a sailor background. And what you are going to see is a 6 foot half orc with seafoam green skin. She's kind of wearing like a tattered top, but she's got a what do you call it? Like a over like piece, kind of like half armor but not armor, but you know what I mean? It's just like thing that sits on your
A
shoulder.
pommel.
Yeah, thank you. And she's gonna have black hair that's kind of in dreads because she spends her life out on the sea,
Okay.
so she doesn't have time to do her hair. So you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
see like kind of in dreads tied back.
Okay.
And yeah, that's what you're gonna see. But although she's a half orc, there's gonna always be like a half smile on her face. So
Okay, so she's kind of. So we're kind of seeing her kind of smirk reading this.
yeah,
So standing
so
slightly be.
more gold we have. Yes.
Okay, so slightly behind her,
Mhm.
Caleb, can you describe what Jeff's character would see as he walks up?
He would see a 6'5" full orc standing slightly behind um Uthara. I'm getting used to the new names.
Yep.
Um, kind of like just with her, and he is a full orc, gray skin, kind of has like a leathery, kind of like made together. What would look like if it was like better put together, it would look like what's it called? Like robes, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like obviously made out of animal pelt.
Okay.
Um, but what you notice too about him is he's got like really dark eyes, cuts all up and down his body, and around his waist is a belt, and on the belt is not like is like he's got two like orcish blades as
Mm-hmm.
well as carving knives, all like all up as different types of carving knives for whatever you might find out what he will be in.
Okay.
But he's definitely a creepy demeanor. He looks kind of slouched over, not not a welcoming kind of form
Okay.
at all.
Okay. Um. So. So Uthara, you kind of glance over your shoulder, and what does she see, Jeff?
Uh, yes. Okay, she sees a average sized man with pale skin, slightly freckled from the sun, some curly red hair that's been put up in a messy bun, and some shocks of it are coming out, as well as early graying, a
Okay.
darker mustache, and like a 5 o'clock shadow that has grown a little longer than 5 o'clock, and some thick eyebrows, as well as a dull purple scarf covering a brand that occasionally sticks out from his neck, and a vest and a loose worn shirt. Slung over his shoulder is a viol in a case and a small bag. On his knuckles are the words "Hold fast" and a few
Nice.
other tattoos that you could see crawling up his sleeves.
Okay. Okay. Cool. And it just so happens that you guys are kind of like I kind of imagine and like we can change this if but I'm guessing that uh, Jeff's character kind of just asks around and you kind of like gesture like this way to the downs because you notice that they were wanting to go there. Like you do you kind of like talk to this half orc and orc about where you're going or like because I'm guessing you'd be the one to kind of ask where this tavern would be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we there'd be familiarity there, right? So
Mhm.
Uthara would like give him a hearty slap on the back that maybe kind of knocks him over,
Okay.
but we'll be like, "Hey, you, we got some catching up to do. Why not get some gold and down some ale while we tell tales of old?"
Yeah,
He
sounds like a good idea. Let's do that. Okay.
And then she's just got like a firm, not like menacing, but just a firm grip on his shoulder.
Mm.
did you say Esker was human,
Esker, he
or what was?
appears very human.
Okay, he would lean over, or Hregoth would lean over to Uthara and go, Miss Ironwave, I do not see why we need to waste our time with this human.
Oh, you're so stuck up. You need to live a little. What's life without ale and friends? We're gonna lighten up. We'll get you some weird wine
I
without
do not
taste.
I do not believe they serve blood wine here.
You never know. Well, only one way to find out. We gotta go to the tavern to find out.
Hmm,
Who's the tall fellow?
so be it.
This is my creepy little friend that has been hanging out with me, and well, we have similar aligned goals. We'll just say it like that. But don't worry, he doesn't bite.
Ah, mm,
Yes, I
understood.
don't
Everyone's got a creepy little
bite.
friend in the friend group.
Okay, so you're walking through the city, and people really aren't necessarily paying much mind, even to that there's an orc, a half orc, and a human walking together. Uh, See, this job board. This job board was right on the wharf. So and you're looking kind of over, and you turned at, right before you left the sea, and you saw a what had to have been like it was a giant turtle. From its shell was 40 to 60 feet from the tip to the tail, and on top of it were a bunch of humanoid turtles that were all like cheering as they were going up to the dock,
Hmm.
and just a whole bunch of steam was just billowing off of them. Um,
Wow.
so that's what you saw as you turned around and started heading into town. Now, our other two characters, as they're walking into the city, there is a job board as you walk in, and were you walking together at random, or
Yeah, I think
well, what?
we
Let's
we were
have
pretty close.
okay. Let's have Courtney. She was about ready to
Yeah,
say
I would
something.
say yeah, I would say that we walked in like we were walking randomly
Okay.
and then we just started chatting on our journey.
Okay. Okay. So you're walking in and you go to the job board
Yeah.
right initially, and then you kind of you ask around. Um, do you head directly to the Half Pint Tavern, or are there places that you'd want to go?
I would want to head straight to the tavern.
Okay, so it's all right. Um, so as these two are walking, Nathan, what do passersby see?
Yeah, they see a tabaxi about 5'8", and his fur is mostly black with a few like golden yellowish spots all around. He's wearing no armor or anything. He's pretty much in not fancy clothes by any means. It's more like looks like robes that have been repurposed, but now that they're in my hands, they're mended well, and that's probably about it.
Okay, and what
Oh,
does what?
actually, sorry, I forgot. There is a little mouse kind of running on my shoulder.
Oh,
Okay, and so what does everyone see with your character, Courtney?
Yeah, they would see a 5'5", very pale skinned elf, pallid elf in particular, with white hair and very, very dark eyes, basically black eyes. Um, she would be wearing relatively normal leather armor, but she would have she'd be carrying like a shield and sickles with her.
Okay. Okay, cool. Now, you all kind of get to the tavern actually a little bit before dusk. Um, so, I'm guessing the Uthara party, as it were, do you go straight to the bar and get drinks since you're a little bit ahead of schedule? And you're
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
okay.
For
What
sure.
I'm
are you
sticking
wanting to drink?
around.
What do you okay? What are you wanting to drink? Do you want ale, rum, grog, wines? They do have mixed drinks here as well.
Ooh.
I'm a fan of honeyed orange mead.
Honey.
Oh.
Okay, so all right, so you kind of belly up to the bar as you look behind you. It looks like a pretty stereotypical, like what you would imagine as a fantasy tavern. Uh, a lot of dark woodworking, not really intricate carvings on them, other than what people have cut into. There are some stains on the bar top that look like it's a discoloration from acidic material. Uh, there is a there's a fireplace to your right, and there are tables strewn about with candles all lit in the center of them, and some of them are full. Um, there's a table by the actually so and at the bar the bartender is the two of you, Uthgar, and how do you say your name again, Caleb?
Pragoth?
Regoth. Okay,
Pragoth?
Regoth.
Pragoth.
Regoth. Okay, Regoth and Uthara would definitely see over the bar that the floor is raised up behind the bar as a halfling scampers up. What can I get for you?
Uthar is gonna like immediately say, "Me and my good friends here," like wrapping her arms around them. We are bloody thirsty, and we need you to wet our whistle now.
Uh, I I don't even know your name, lass.
Oh, that's my bad. I'm Uthara. What's your name? Put it out there, pal. And she'll
He-
lean way down.
like, uh, so
Way
he's
down.
about the like a 3 or 4 year old. You're shaking his hand.
Yeah, like a tiny, maybe just a couple fingers.
Oh my gosh, that's.
Pardon me, manners. I've been at sea too long. I forget how to act on land.
Oh no, you said wet your whistle. I thought you were asking for a smooch. I don't know what you want for a drink. You didn't necessarily specify.
Well, let me have a few drinks before we get there, eh, chap?
Well, what do you want?
Spiced rum for me, and then
Okay.
whatever these two lovely fine gents want.
Pragoth will go, little one, do you have anything similar to blood wine?
I do. A goblin traded it to me, and you can have the bottle. And he like grabs this bottle, and you. There's your blood
He,
wine.
he grabs it and goes, thank you. I will
And
not
then
forget
I
today.
hit him and I say, see? See?
Okay.
He goes back to the table.
That will be the uh. What are you wanting, sir?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Do
Oh.
you have any honeyed mead made with oranges?
Honeyed mead made with oranges. Uh,
Do you have any chai tea?
he like scampers. Runs up. Yeah, yeah.
If not, mead is fine.
And he brings
I
like
don't want to.
he's bringing like a tankard that's definitely a half pint size. Like all their sizes are half pint. There you go. That'll be 5 gold. Nope, five silver. 5 silver because of the blood wine. The 5 silver. 5. Yes, 5.
Oh,
He would
excellent.
Rigoth would come back over and place down as much as he needs to
Okay.
pay for his part.
Okay, so just so you guys know what gold for gold and all that, 10 copper is 1 silver. 10 silver is 1 gold. So you can, and then
Gotcha.
10 gold is 1 platinum. So
Awesome mix of pens.
yeah, I know it doesn't make much sense, but it makes it a lot easier for us.
Yeah.
We're just simplifying it that way. Um, and then um,
Okay.
okay, so just so you guys have mental notes of that. So you get your drinks, and are you still bellying up to the bar and drinking your stuff, or are you going to get a table since you're here just a little bit ahead of dusk?
Um, Caleb, it said your say your character's name again. Hagroth.
Ragoff.
Kragoth.
Ragoff.
Kragoth.
Ragoth. Okay, you said
Kray.
he's already walking over to a table.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's not a.
I think Uthara would just kind of turn around and lean back on the bar because she's gonna like to people watch and
Okay.
kind of get into the liveliness of it, and then maybe she'll be like, say to Esker, right? Be
Yeah.
like, hey, he's a little bit of a loner, but you know,
Mm.
two's a party. Cheers.
I understand. Yeah. Cheers.
And
And
then
I'll
she just
clink
like,
your.
yeah, chugs it. Chugs
Chugs
it.
it.
It's
Okay.
going down her.
Okay. So it's like so. Do you actually have the tusks?
Yeah. Yeah, she's got
Okay. So when you bring it up, there's a clink sound, and then
yeah.
that just kind of drains down like that. Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome
yeah.
image. Awesome
Uh,
image. Okay. So roll a perception for me, Uthara. This first roll of our
got it.
campaign.
Woo!
Ooh.
Yay! Okay, I'm pulling up my.
Yep, you go to the second. It's going to be the second page in your skills, and
Got it.
then you roll your d20, and then you add if there's anything in your skills there.
Okay, my second page.
Yep.
I
Don't
see it.
trust anything for me on charisma, guys. Just letting you know.
Okay. No, you
Understood.
didn't say. So D20 plus the whatever, because I got a plus two
Yes.
in it.
Yes.
So, okay, you got
Yeah.
it. All right, that
Ability
is a
modifier.
19 with
19.
my
Okay.
Sheesh.
initiative.
Cool.
Nice.
And you
Oh,
have
good
physical
starting
dice, right?
Roll.
You have physical dice, Uthara, right? That you get to
Physical?
use.
Yes, I do.
Okay. I'm a big fan of us rolling physical dice compared to the algorithm telling us things. Okay, so with your 19, you're lowering your tankard after dripping it dry, and you kind of put it on the bar next to you. You're looking around, and you're looking at the table that's right in front of the fireplace. There are 2 dragonborn kind of hunched over it, looking at a wide individual. And with your 19, you can't really see or hear what they're saying from this distance, but you can definitely tell the gestures of the dragonborn are a little bit more aggressive. But they kind of it's kind of like they're upset, and then they're like just kind of waving to leave, like whatever, that those kind of motions. And as they turn
Okay.
around, you've got a probably about a 7 foot tall black dragonborn with a collar with spikes on it, with a chain stopping about here, and on his back is a sword that looks like a giant cleaver.
Mm.
Interesting.
Yep. And on his
Okay.
belt are other cleavers that are on little hooks hanging by the little hole in the cleaver. And he's got 2 horns coming out that kind of look very much like the Asian dragons, how they kind of have it goes up and almost looks like coral. And he's
Yeah.
got like the
Okay.
mustache
Crazy.
going down. He's scarred up, and the other one, uh, he's probably about 6'2", but kind of hunched over, all in like uh, wearing all black, and his knuckles and his forearms are all wrapped up as if he was a fighter. So you definitely notice that, Uthara, as they kind of walk off.
Okay. I'm gonna
And right about this time,
get rid of
a
these guys.
tabaxi and a elf kind of step in to the tavern. So you'd notice that as well.
I'm gonna be like real excited to see a tabaxi because I'll be like, I'll tell Esker, I'll be like, I've traveled all over this world and I've never seen one of those blokes. We gotta go say something.
Wow, that's
Well.
pretty straight up racist.
Like, I'll be so excited. Like, I haven't met them yet. Oh my god.
So you just kind of beeline it over as they're walking in?
Would she do that? Or maybe she might be more like if you want to come over.
Okay.
I'll be there in a second. I've got to check out one thing.
Okay.
All right. You do that. I'm gonna go check out this tabaxi. And then she'd come over and she'd be like, "Hi, nice to meet you. Put a hand there. I'm Uthara Ironwave, at your service.
So you,
It's an honor."
so as they're kind of walking in, you have this menacing 6 foot tall half orc, just kind of like her hands out like that, like shaking your hand. Do you even kind of give the pallid elf like eye contact or anything, or you just kind of beelining it to the tabaxi?
I think she would like be excitingly shaking the tabaxi hand, and then she'd be like, "And you too." But then she's like,
Okay, so as you kind of glance at this elf with these long ears and white hair, you're looking into her eyes, and she does not have whites in her eyes. It's all black.
"Well, aren't you two just interesting? I want to hear your tales. Come on, let's go get some more ale."
Like, and I'm imagining you putting your arms around him, like forcing him to the bar.
Like, can't say no to a half orc. That's so
You
cool.
cannot. No.
So Esker, you said you were going to be doing something. What are you doing?
Yeah. So I asked the barkeep.
Yeah.
I go, say, you haven't had any letters for an Esther, have you?
Letter. He goes over and like looks in a box, and like you notice that like one of them is like a dagger, like through a piece of paper. No, and he goes over. No.
All right. We just had to check.
Oh, okay. And you're. Oh, yeah! He's like, oh, excuse me.
Yep. And I'll get up and go meet with Uthara and her new friends.
Okay. Okay, so
I want to, while Uthara, I can do this later while Uthara is talking to Kane and Kepri. I want to, like, can I roll a stealth? Like, I'm going to approach them, but I want to do it, like, not on purpose stealthily. Kind of like just pull a Batman where I appear behind them. Can I roll for that?
roll a stealth. Yes.
Sweet.
The biggest Batman.
Meanwhile, I'm like, "Esker, meet my new pals." And they haven't even said a word
Not too
yet.
good. 12.
I'm like,
A 12. Okay, so Kane and Capri, can you both roll a perception?
Okay.
It's not like intentional. Like,
Well, actually, no.
sneaking up on you to be attacked. It's just like,
Well, actually, don't
that
roll.
guidance will
Don't roll.
always
Actually,
be
go to the first page, and there's a thing called passive perception. Look at your passive perception score and let me know what that is.
Mine is 14.
Nice.
Okay.
yeah. Ooh, I did not stealth.
14 as well.
Oh no.
Okay, they
It's okay.
totally they're not startled by you. Rigger.
Okay. He goes up to them. He doesn't know their name and looks at both of them, like down on them because he's just tall, not like.
Yep.
And he goes, How thick is your blood?
Like, are you
I'm gonna-
sniffing the air too?
Hmm?
Are you sniffing the air? Are you like sniffing them?
No, that was just me. He
Okay.
just asked that.
Okay.
Just how thick is your blood?
I'm gonna cross my arms and kind of look up at you and go, thick enough.
He nods and he goes, I like this one.
We
Uh,
normally start with names when we're introducing each other.
And then, yeah,
I'll extend the
Uthara
hand.
would probably just
Go.
take over and be like, I'm Uthara. This is my weird friend. Sorry he's asking you about your blood. He's kind of like that. You'll get used to it. Tell him your name. Like, she just, like, has to talk for him.
He goes, Kregoth Blood Moon. And then he does like a sarcastic curtsy. Pleased.
And then she'll be like, Esker, your turn. Lay it on them.
Yep. And I'll extend my hand and go, Esker the Scald.
I would shake your hand, peppery.
I'm not gonna extend my hand, like not in an impolite way, but because everybody's holding each other's hands. My name's Kane. Pleasure to meet you, I guess.
Okay.
Kregoth holds out his hand to Kane.
I'll reach out. I'll reach out with one hand, and then I'm gonna take my other hand and kind of put it right behind where your wrist is on your forearm and give you a shake like that.
Pleased.
My tail definitely flicks, but other than that,
Okay.
okay. So, what kind of drinks are you guys getting, if any?
I would not get anything.
Okay.
Ooh. I would go up to the barkeep and ask for a moon sugar with a side of cream.
Moon sugar.
And he's like, he's going, sugar with the side of cream. You want catnip without it? And he comes back, he's like, do you want it in a tankard or a saucer?
Tankard, please.
All right then. And then he just kind of like he goes down and he sets the saucer down, and there's like a cat running in. Like, there you go.
As soon as I get it, I'm gonna take the cream. The moon sugar's for me, but I'm gonna take the little thing of cream and let the mouse start drinking out of it. That's on my shoulder.
Oh.
All right then.
You all thought the cream was for the cat.
Yep.
What's your little mouse look like?
He's just like a city mouse that does not like he's kind of big for a mouse because he grew up in a big city, but he's just a normal gray mouse, and
Okay.
he doesn't look like he's been in too many scraps. So he doesn't have any scars. He's not missing fur or his tail or anything.
It's cute. Okay.
All right.
Uthara will love that.
All right. So you're hearing like a lot of just like chatter around, and like right, you can actually see the light outside just kind of go down, and you see the barkeep snap his fingers, and like there's lanterns on the walls that all kind of all light, and all the tables, the candles change colors,
Ooh.
and the one table by the fireplace is blue.
Oh.
Nice.
Perfect. That's our cue. Pleasure meeting you. And I'll go and walk toward the table.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold my hand out to Kefri to kind of keep her from walking, and then I'm gonna like point at this group that's already walking toward the table. Do you know them?
Not any more than you know them.
Well, great. I guess I'll follow you over there.
I'll walk over to the table.
As soon as she walks, can I look around the tavern and see if I see anybody that looks like they're in need of some uh, losing some gold from their pockets?
Roll a perception.
Heck yeah.
Plus the bonus because I'm okay. That'll be 19.
19.
Yeah.
You see a few individuals. Um, you see a man in a really intricately engraved breastplate sitting at a table, kind of dealing out cards to a like because you're just kind of glancing. You're trying to actually kind of read if people are wealthy, and across from him is a dwarf with a mustache, but one side is in a braid and the other one looks like it's singed off. And he's got like a bad burn scar going up this side of his face, and he's just staring the guy down, dealing cards. Both of them look like they. The one dealing cards looks like he could possibly lose some money. You have a feeling you don't want to do that to the dwarf. Uh,
Okay.
you can totally tell by the bar, the way that it's set up. You could maybe act passed out later and reach your hand underneath and go and grab where people were, like where the bartender was putting the money. You could easily do that with your 19. So,
Cool.
as you're all walking up, you see uh, a very a large a large man sitting in a chair, and as he's looking at the fire and he turns, and it's not a man, it's actually like a a horned owl person, an owl folk, with a patch over uh, his right eye, and his left eye is like a bright yellow as he's looking at you, and his left arm is in a sling that definitely looks like it's part of his garb on the regular. So it's like well stitched in. You don't see his hand on his left arm, but you definitely notice that. And he's got his right hand on the table, kind of tips, and it's odd because his body was towards you, but his head was towards the fire, and
He's got that.
that the owl thing going on. Welcome, adventurers. It seems. My name is Dimitri, Death's Shadow. Ah, so you've come to possibly get work with the League of Extraordinary Adventurers?
Yes.
You're looking at some pretty extraordinary adventures, I'd say so myself, eh? Eh?
Right then. So you can all take a seat. This you sit. It has seats.
Uthar's gonna pull a chair out and turn it around so that she's sitting hanging over it like this.
Okay. Okay.
Rudolph is like sitting beside her.
Seat. Yeah, I would just take a seat.
Okay. So I have job that hasn't been handled very well. It could be a very good starting point for any adventurer or anyone wanting to join our league. Uh, so there's a cave about a day's journey to the south that we think is harboring. Yes, a day's journey south. That is harboring a large quantity of goblins, and they've been terrorizing that area. Uh, Villagers are not super happy that their fields are burnt at random, and different animals are slaughtered. I have sent two smaller groups. When I say smaller groups, the first one was a single individual. He did not return, and then I sent two individuals, and they didn't return. So this is more than that. So this should be good. Um, would let's see, we have one, two, three, four, five times, and he's like tapping his clawed, like his talons that are his fingers on the table, like counting. So that would be would 50 gold suffice for taking care of this? 50 gold apiece, or is that
It would, but we're gonna need half of it beforehand.
Oh no, 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 no.
I'm sorry, sir. You sent three people and none of them have returned. If you give us half now, we can better prepare for this.
I gave them each half before, so
Ooh.
All
you can
right.
you can
Well, we
roll
didn't get half before, so you're gonna give us half before.
roll a
That
persuasion.
I'm hearing you correctly.
Roll a
While he
persuasion.
rolls, let the record show Kane made a mental note that both of those, all three of those bodies might have half the gold on them.
I
Yeah.
noticed that as well.
So you just want that a flat persuasion roll?
Yes.
Okay, got it. I didn't know if you said advantage or
No,
disadvantage.
I did not say advantage or disadvantage.
All right. Well, my first roll of the night is a natural
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yay!
Hold on, wait a
Oh
second.
What
Hold
if
on.
he?
Am I playing? Am I playing Guthrie? Hold on a second.
What if he? I love it.
If you were playing Guthrie, it would make a lot of sense right now.
Oh, absolutely. His luck is terrible.
Yeah.
Come here, baby. Come here.
I don't think so. But yeah, I don't think so.
Don't blow our chances, Esker. We just gotta take it. Gold's gold. Kind
uh,
of.
but I could put you up in the inn tonight, um, so you don't have to pay to sleep in.
Oh, that's
I
Uh,
think that sounds very generous of you.
it is. It's it is. So he kind of explains the directions, and he actually talks about like the best place on the road to camp, because it's a full day's journey. So you got a day and a night. So
cool.
um, and then he like has you all, like he gets all of your names, he writes them down, and it looks like he's writing a description of like what you look like. Uh, just to make sure that if any of our other counterparts need to identify body. So,
Make sure you put down beautiful gray eyes. Okay?
oh, here, and he like lets you read what he wrote, and it's like a very flattering description.
Yeah, that's it. He nailed it.
And let's see here, Esker, you glance, you see it's not a very flattering.
Oh no.
Oh, your
Jeff,
sound
you're
just cut out. Dang it.
Jeff, you're
You're
muted.
yeah, you're muted.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, to be fair, I think I know what happened.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Uh, so drink and you can leave in morning if you you want. Need to stop using this arm because he doesn't have. Okay, there. So you leave in morning if you want to. Esker, if you could roll a history.
Sure.
Is there a way? Is there a way
Away.
I could help on that?
Uh,
It's
actually, yes. You can roll that with advantage, Esker.
Awesome. I appreciate it.
I'm very historical.
Oh, a natural 20.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wow.
Uh,
I know. Right from the highs to the lows, or whatever they say.
okay. So Esker, you're through this conversation, and you're seeing his movements and things, and you just remembered. You know his. You've heard of Dimitri before, but you've
Okay.
definitely heard Death's Shadow. That's a war hero,
Ooh.
like a
All right.
terrifying war hero.
My gosh.
And so
Hmm?
he's not from the area here. He's from let's see, that would be uh, the far south in Wajiv. He was there about 20, 25 years ago, and his party decimated like a legion just in his group. With your natural 20, you know that there is a large that was a bunch of goblins, hobgoblins, and pretty much like goblin folk, and they took a canyon and crushed them.
Ooh.
Heck yeah. Love it.
And then the survivors of that canyon crush were destroyed by him and his group. So you know of, and with a natural 20, you know that um, he. Let's see, how do I describe this? You've heard telltale of how he is at casting of spells and controlling the weave.
Okay.
Yeah, and uh, Rhaegoth, you'd pretty much know this as well. Like you've because you definitely know of war bands and things like that. So, you are the only ones to come and take me up on the offer. So thank you. Hopefully you don't die, and that um, you know, tell us that it's taken care of.
Hmm. Actually, I'd like to thank you. You know, they wrote songs about you.
Uh, yeah, yes, they did. Yes, they did. And then he looks, he sees that you have instruments on his back, on your back.
Yeah.
Like he turns his head like all the way around in a crack, and goes all the way around in a crack.
I love this guy.
uh, you can sing them later in your room, not in the room here, please.
Understood. Just wanted to express some appreciation.
Do job, do job with the appreciation.
Uthar is gonna go. And after we do our job, you and I are having pints of ales, and I'm hearing those war stories.
Okay.
She's
I
like
I would
fangirling.
I would also like to hear the ways you spilled blood on the battlefield. Don't be weird. Stop.
I'm
Don't
not
blow
being
it.
weird.
It's liberty. I'm not. This is how I am.
Hey, what do you say, Dimitri?
Uh, I could. I don't slam them back as if in my youth, but we could have drink. We could have drink now. He motions, and you're hearing a not little pitter patter of little feet, but uh, it's a uh, like a average height woman coming over, and she like brings over this little wooden box and opens it up, and he puts his talon hands in, and he pulls out a glass that is it's like a miniature port glass. Salute. And he, like it's awkward to see a bird beak
Yeah.
drink something, and so like the shape of it is like perfect that it goes in the beak, and he's like, ah. And he sets it back in the box, and she closes it and walks away.
I like your style.
Um, I think.
Do I still have my ale, or is it?
Oh, you
She
drink.
was,
I thought you
yeah, she
downed it.
okay.
You downed it already. I thought so.
I know. Okay, so
She's on like her third, I think.
Okay. If you're on your third, do subtract another 5 silver because I'm.
Oh
Right.
no, I'm sorry.
we'll do it. This is the one thing she's gonna spend her money on.
Okay.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be 1 total gold is gone from you,
Okay,
Uthara.
yikes. All right.
Money well spent.
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta drink with the war hero.
Yeah. So do you guys try to like chill with him at the table, or do you want to? Because we could um, start going with your travel, or we could go that you go throughout the city and maybe get supplies or something in the morning, or you spend time in your rooms.
I don't have anything I want to do, so I'm perfectly fine to go to the rooms or travel or whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine with me.
Okay.
Someone's gonna have to carry me up the stairs, or not carry, but
I gotcha.
yeah, be like, all right.
Oh, Rhaegoth dropped out. What's going on?
Oh.
Technical difficulties, I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
That stinks.
I disappeared already.
He could not hold his liquor.
Yeah.
He said power outage.
Oh, is it storming? Could he join on his phone?
Yeah, he should be able to.
Okay. I'll text him. Join on phone.
Yeah.
Is it storming where y'all are? It got real dark, but it doesn't look.
It's not storming here.
Nope. It's been a balmy 85.
This has been some fun so far. I really like Dimitri.
Yeah, this is fun.
Mm-hmm. Meeting everybody's whacked out characters.
Jeff, I like your character. I don't know what to think of you yet.
Yeah, right?
Esther keeps to himself, and he doesn't expect others to do the opposite. Yeah.
So, like the exact opposite of Uthara.
So Uthara is very friendly, and that's
Feeling
okay.
on our sleeve, yeah, for sure.
But like when people are like demanding of it, then it's kind of like you're gonna, yeah.
Oh man, come on. Is it?
God, what timing?
I've yet to formulate thoughts on Kane.
Yeah.
He's a little different than I expected.
I know.
Good for
Great
you.
character designs. And then we got you said, Courtney, you're 5'5"?
I'm 5'5". Yep.
So I got to
Very
look
slender.
way down.
Yeah.
A foot taller than her, literally.
Okay, he's
No.
okay. I can hear you. We just don't have video.
I know. That's fine.
Alright.
That was weird.
Playing D&D in the dark.
Hey, and stuff like that. We're dedicated here. We're dedicated.
Yes.
We just played through it.
That
After
was very
hours.
weird.
Okay, so
Yeah.
all right, so we have your audio. Now,
Woo!
I do apologize, everybody. You were all going to your room. Uthara was being helped up by Rhaegoth up to her room. So she just kind of gets dropped off on her bed, and
No worse.
so in the morning, do you guys head right on the road, or do you like? I'm gonna try to be asking these questions initially, and then I'm gonna kind of back off as we go along, because I want to make sure that you guys know that you can, if you want to go to shops, you can go to shops and things like that. So
I would like to, in the early morning, walk around and see if there's any like homeless population or any beggars or anything.
okay, roll a perception.
That'll be 22.
Yep, there's definitely a homeless population. Are you looking for something specific? I'm guessing.
Yeah, just trying to see if it's anything like what I'm used to.
Okay. You see some some hand gestures and things. Do you go up to that individual?
Yeah, I wouldn't be. I'm just basically trying to get a feel for it, so I'm not looking for anything specific. Just trying to say, hey, we share some bonds here.
Okay. Um, you get your point across, but then he starts being belligerent towards you.
Cool. All right.
Per the
I'll just
norm.
thank him. Yeah, I'll just thank him and move on.
Okay.
I'll go back to the tavern and I guess get some water or something to wait for everybody else.
Okay. So cool.
I would be up early as well.
Okay.
Let me know if I could do this. If I would wake up and like look around and be like, oh, I'm hangover. What? How much did I spend last night? Oh no. Why did I do that? Is there anything like that she could in her room like loot and just be like, well, they won't miss this. I gotta pay for this somehow.
Like stealing towels from a hotel.
Yeah, it's just anything. Be like, oh well, I
Okay.
spent too much on.
Okay, so there's roll a perception. No, actually, roll an investigation because you're going to investigate in this room.
Okay, let me see what my investigation is. She's gonna be like, stupid, Athar, stupid. Okay. Second page, right?
Yes.
Oh no, it's a -1. Okay. All right, here we go. Ready? And okay, it is a 9.
You find a well-used clay chamber pot.
Well, it's what you deserve. It's what you deserve.
So
She's
you-
not gonna take that.
You're not okay. You so
No,
you just
no, we're gonna leave that.
okay, and so you lifted up the bed and like there's no extra coins or anything. Like you're just like man. But breakfast is served when you go downstairs, and it's like thick bacon, like fried
Ooh.
eggs in the bacon, and then
Ooh, I'm
like there's
hungry.
hash browns and stuff, and like they put a big plate in front of you, Uthara,
Heck yeah.
and then they actually have like a tankard full of something that they give to you, and then everybody else and let's see here. There's there's definitely a saucer of milk brought to you, Kane, like on the
That's
side for because that you asked. It's like the same thing that you had ordered the night before for your drinks.
Cool.
Uh,
I would take a sip of it and then I'd set it on the table and put my little mouse friend there.
and the bartender who's has immense bags under his eyes. It looks like he did not sleep at all. He's like looking at the mouse, and he's like you can hear a as he's pulling like out a dagger, like, and he puts it back in. Could you please put your pest back where it belongs?
Oh.
I'm gonna pick up my mouse and I'm gonna look at him and say, "There's only one pest here right now, and it's not the mouse. But I'll do as you ask."
Oh my gosh.
Spicy. I like
He
this
reaches
guy.
out, grabs the saucer, and he grabs your plate, and he walks away.
Yep.
I just pet the mouse and ignore him like it doesn't even matter.
So when I emerge, now that there's more light,
Yeah.
everyone will instantly realize that Esther has a bad case of RSF instead of RBF, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay. Okay.
Like his face is almost permanently sorrowful.
Why is he so sad all the time? Okay.
No, it's like even though his mustache is slightly curled at the sides, it doesn't help him. His eyes are just naturally kind of downturned. He just always looks sad.
Oh man, man.
I think before Thara would dig in, she'd be like, "This is free, right?"
Yep.
All right.
The halfling's like, yeah, it's part of your, the,
Okay.
the big guy paid for your stuff, and he's like over there like scraping the plate that he took from Kane into something.
And she starts eating with both of her hands.
Okay. So you
And then
guys,
she'd lean over to and offer Kanan and be like, "Hey, you want some since you took your food?"
I'm fine, thank you. There's more to life than the food we eat.
Roygoth
So
Roygoth would pat Kane on the back and go, "You weren't lying. Your blood is thick."
Ooh.
I'll just
So
nod my head.
I steal a piece of bacon from Uthara's plate, and while I'm also eating an orange, I look at what's in front of Kepri.
Wait, can I roll to catch him steal that bacon?
roll me a stealth.
Oh no.
I'm not
No,
even gonna roll
no,
a stealth
roll a
because
sleight
it
of
wasn't,
hand.
like,
Oh, actually, no. Like you. Okay. All right. Let's see. You totally would notice it, Rhaegoth. Now, Uthara, if you could roll me a perception.
Okay.
Esker, could you roll me a sleight of hand, please?
all right.
You asked for it.
I know I did, but I'm not being super sneaky about it.
Okay, here we go.
Are you ready for this? Can you beat my 4?
I think I beat your 4.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey,
Well, if you want some bloody bacon, you just need to ask, friend. That's all right. Take it. I deserve it for my behavior last night.
Roygoth was staring daggers, but she said, once she said that, he was like, okay.
Yeah, you were.
I think she feels bad because he's so sad looking. Like,
You were. Oh no!
like,
Kepri, what did you choose for your breakfast? Like, do you eat the same as everyone else, or do you eat something else?
I would probably choose the same as everybody else. I just wouldn't be eating on it a whole lot.
Okay. Okay.
Be mainly drinking. Do they have coffee in D&D?
Yes. Yes, they do.
Okay.
Oh.
nice.
Oh.
Who knew?
Yes,
I
they.
mainly would drink that.
Okay, you'd be mainly drinking coffee. Okay. So the coffee here, it definitely was over roasted.
Little burn.
Starbucks.
It's-
Why?
What is this?
But like they did bring out like a lot of sugars and creams and like all these different things you could put into your coffee because this is a halfling. So like they totally have all the things to cover up any
Breakfast.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then like all the different spices that you're brought out there. Like they don't care if you add spices to their meal, but like and the bacon was perfectly smoked and cured. The eggs like the Uthara, you had definitely had Uthara and Ragoth had the biggest platters of food. It's like they kind of judged for the sizes of her. And so you had a sunny side up egg, an over easy, an over medium, and then a hard yolk on Uthara and Ragoth. You had all those eggs, all the different styles, so you can mix it in the way you wanted to. So yeah, that would be your breakfast. That was paid for.
Oh my god.
Deal.
Nice.
Bloody good.
Does the halfling stay out watching us the whole time?
Well, he's behind the bar and he's bringing other people plates and things.
Is there an opening enough for me to go take a handful of that money that was being paid last night?
You're gonna have to roll a stealth and a sleight of hand.
Okay.
Let's go.
Which does it matter which one I roll first?
Definitely the stealth.
Okay. The stealth. Oh shucks. The stealth I only got an 11.
Okay, roll your roll your sleight of hand.
Okay. Sleight of hand. I got 24.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh. Very nice.
Very nice.
So you're like, oh, I'm doing so good. You kind of like do a stretch and you put your hand down and you grasp what you totally know is like a small little chest, and you're grabbing the chest and you hear something to your left and you look.
Do I look? Is that the question?
Yep.
Yeah, I would subtly look, but I wouldn't pick up the chest yet.
Well, no, no, I'm saying you already had it in your hand.
Oh, okay.
Because your sleight
Yeah.
of hand was good enough, you had it and you were getting over. And a barmaid is right there looking at you.
I'm gonna smile real big, open the lid, and hold it out to her to grab whatever she wants. And I'm gonna whisper, "I don't even want it, but he took my food."
She just grabs the case. He pays me from this.
Well,
I'll let him know, and you're probably not welcome back. And she walked around.
okay.
With because he rolled a 11 for stealth, everyone's passive perception is over 11, I'm guessing. So you would have noticed this really bad display.
Gotcha. Okay. What's like an average? So I've never played D&D for like passive things. That's just what everybody's doing all the time.
Well, passive is just kind of like your natural state of awareness.
Cool. Okay.
That's just an easy way so we don't have to have all these different extra rolls all the time.
Gotcha. Cool.
And so now she goes over there and hands that little halfling that, and he's just staring you down, Kane. Just like daggers.
Okay.
I would also be staring him down.
We should leave. Now.
We should.
And I go ahead and stand up and I and I head for the door.
I'll just shrug and get up and follow him out.
I'd leave.
Zara would be like, "Thank you for the best sale and the best breakfast I've had on this side of the sea."
Well, thank
And
you
then
so much.
leave.
Do you slap the halfling on the shoulder?
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh my gosh.
Really?
And then you can do like the awkward step out there.
Yeah, kind of like backs out. Be like, "Oh, it was great, bye."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just you guys head out on the road, or do you have any other stops?
Well, I'm definitely not spending gold,
Okay.
so
No, not me either.
I think I'm good.
Okay. All right.
Rhaegar still has some bacon with him.
Okay. Cool. So you kind of have to meander through town again to actually head south. The let's see here. The atmosphere out is, let's see here. It's about, this is the equivalent of like the end of August, and so like there's a lot of people kind of like prepping for like harvest or like a harvest festival coming up that you kind of heard tell as you're going. Let's see, it's 9:12. Let's see. So, what we're going to do, and I need to look at, is the ambient sound an okay level? Can you even hear it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can hear it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good.
Okay. I want to make sure that it's not. All right. So, that is right, isn't it? Yes. You're heading south, and there's definitely a wide road that kind of leads you through like kind of like a really sparse. I guess you would call it like a woodlands. So this is You've got like a full day today and most of the day tomorrow of travel, and you do have some time to camp out tonight.
Cool.
So if I could, who would like to do the first D20 roll?
Ooh. What about Courtney? You haven't rolled yet, have you?
Yeah, I'll do it. What am I rolling?
You just roll a D20 and let me know what it is.
You
Mm,
won't try your 20 rolls.
14.
Ooh, 14. Let's see here. Come on, note.
So are these just like random D20 like checks throughout the?
Yeah, it's a possible random
Got it.
encounter generated.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Cool.
Three owl bears.
That's
Trying to read his mind.
what you see. Bandits.
Oh, nope, it's a dead horse and a merchant cabin tipped over.
Gold spilling out all over the road.
Okay,
Yay!
Jeff,
All of the above.
you have played the Mines of Fendelver, haven't you?
I have not.
Okay, because that's literally the first thing that people come across. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, but that's not what you come across.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh
I like
man.
this.
Yeah.
Okay, with your 14, there's another group coming north from south, and it's five individuals, and two of them are like pulling carts. Looks like what they have wares. Do you just kind of let them pass by, or do you take note of them, or anything like that?
I mean, I would take note of them, but I would let them pass by.
Okay. They're three humans or half elves, and then there are two larger individuals that are walking with them that have more grayish skin. It must be like half giants, also known as Goliaths, walking with them. They're all wearing common clothes. Um, roll an insight, Kepri.
Let me see what my insight is. I have a 14.
14. Okay. With your 14, you can kind of judge that they're all. They definitely have the builds and the make of people that are farmers. With a 14.
Good to know.
So like they kind of give eye contact, kind of nod, but it's not uncommon for people to just kind of pass by, especially if people are looking like they're adventurers or mercenaries or something like that.
Excuse me. How are the roads to the south?
The biggest one of them kind of turns. They okay, I guess. We live farm over there. He just points, and it's like you can kind of see like the top of a house. So you're like they've probably been walking for what, 2 maybe 3 hours.
All right.
I good day.
Yeah, good day to you.
Bye.
Ow.
And like he kind of perks up when you wave at him, Uthara.
Yeah.
Always the charmer.
Is he giving me like the eye? Like
Which one? Esker?
All of the.
no, like the guy you said that perked up when I waved.
Roll an insight.
Oh, okay. All right. Insight. Okay. All right. And that is gonna be okay. That is gonna be ooh a 6.
A 6.
Yeah.
Uh, you'd probably totally take it as that.
Oh, okay.
He was totally into you.
See, I told you I have beautiful gray eyes.
Sorry, I already knew that.
I like this guy.
You know how many people tried to court you on the ship?
When I'm on the ship, my only love is the sea. You know that.
Listen, I understand, but I watched the men stare at you.
You gotta love a big half orc lady getting all the looks. And she doesn't say that. That was me saying that. I think she just like chuckle and just be like, hmm. You totally know.
So that's pretty much your first few hours of travel. You do stop for do you guys stop for lunch? Like just kind of, or do you just kind of walk and munch on your dry tack?
I would do whatever the brute does.
Yeah, it's more like Gregoth is following Thora.
Okay. Do you still not have power, man?
She's just in the dark.
I know, I do. I'm just stuck. I'm on my phone. I can hang up and go back to my PC.
How about you get your PC on and then we can try? Because I would have.
Okay.
What I'm envisioning you doing is really funny.
Yeah, especially since you gotta look at all the small screens. It's just like...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well,
Okay, I can join
we
the-
can decide to stop for lunch while you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what is everybody
I'm getting
thinking?
lunch.
I'm fine with whichever option.
Okay.
All right, get ready.
All right. And
Okay.
as a note, do subtract 1 day's ration. We
Okay.
actually keep track of things in my games.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
Okay.
What the heck?
What?
Wait, what just happened?
I don't have rations.
I would 100% give you a day of ration.
Okay, so I went with the Diplomats pack, and I'm just gonna Google it right now. I don't think it
Nope.
comes with rations.
Nope, it does not
I
come with
don't.
rations.
Oh
What
crap!
the
I
heck?
didn't either.
Everybody just starving.
I have a bag of sand.
Oh my god. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna eat soap.
Um,
Is
No,
there
I'm
any
kidding.
farm animals?
That's exactly why I
Okay,
stopped
we
for
are
lunch.
by a farm, you guys.
Okay,
It's not
roll.
far.
Okay, you can choose to roll the survival to see if there's like herbs and stuff along the road, or
Actually, I might be.
yeah.
Where's my survival?
Is there a way that
Oh,
like
I have
I
a
can
plus one.
delete the ration in my?
You just edit the amount.
Okay.
It's like
It
a
should be
pencil
easy
icon.
like that. Oh, well, I got an 18
On a what?
survival.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll as well. Ooh, 5.
All right.
Oh no.
Where food?
Okay. Esker, you're going along and you're like, man, I probably should have stopped in town and gotten some rations or something.
Yes.
And you're kind of like kicking around. And you're like, oh, you with your 18, you find some asparagus and some wild onion.
Oh, very nice. I'm gonna need to brush my teeth after that, but very nice.
Yep. But those are two common things that grow in the wild along roads.
Yeah.
So
Eat them now.
I would give one of my ration packs to Pragoth.
okay.
Oh.
So as a note, your rations, like one ration is like for one full day. So we're just subtracting it now, so we don't have to remind you later.
Okay.
I'm gonna munch on my babies. Very
Hrigoth would
Okay.
say, "Thank you, Caden. I shall never forget this day."
I'm gonna reach out, put a hand as close to his shoulder as I can get, and I'll say, "Nobody should have to go hungry." And then I'll sit crisscross and start eating my meal.
I must have confused my rations with this bag of sand. I think I mixed them up.
You
Yeah.
thought it was like
Could see how you might have them.
yeah.
I should check my bag more.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. You guys are out of town, so I'll change the soundtrack.
Oh.
Okay. There's
It's
soundtracks
really
for
bright outside.
bright at the moment. Yeah, so you probably have your hood up.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm definitely in a cloak then with my hood up.
Okay. Um. So who would like to roll another d20 for the
Ooh.
second part of your day's journey today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's go, Kane.
Are you able?
Yeah.
I almost able.
Yeah.
I rolled a 16.
A 16. Cool. How you guys are getting the boring ones. Nice.
Hey, I can roll.
No, it's okay.
Can you
It is
roll?
okay.
Roll.
It is okay. You'll get a chance.
Okay.
So, you get up from lunch, and Esker is still kind of munching on things. He's kind of like staying away, like turning his head when he talks to make sure his breath doesn't, mess with different people. And so as you're walking, you all notice a cloud kind of moving kind of fast. like it would be you're heading south, so that would be south. It's moving from the south. It's moving northwest, so it's kind of moving towards you, and it's like a bluish color.
Mm-mm.
That's strange.
Uh, Kepper, you could roll a. Oh man, we've got three. Okay, so how I do advantage and things like that, if someone helps, you get advantage. If a third person helps, you get an additional +2 onto your roll.
Oh,
Now the
nice.
thing is, you have to explain to me why or how you'd actually be helping. I'm not just going to give you advantage just and the extra bonuses just no matter what.
Right.
So Rhaegoth, Kepri, and Esker, it would make sense looking at that. But Uthara, you could actually make a. You could explain to me why you'd maybe know what a cloud would be.
I
Because.
think she would be very knowledgeable of the sky, being that she lives her life navigating by stars
Mm-hmm.
on the boat. So she would maybe not know what it is, but recognize like that's out of the norm
Okay.
from anything I've ever, So I think she would know her cloud types, but maybe
Okay.
outside of one she doesn't know,
Okay,
she might be
so
like,
who would like to roll either an Arcana or Nature?
I call Arcana.
Okay.
Me Arcana. Ooh.
And you can roll it with an advantage. And because
With
you
an
have.
advantage?
Yep, because you have Uthara and Esker helping, that means it's +5 on
Well,
top of it.
with the advantage, I rolled a nat 20,
Okay.
Oh,
and that's 25 plus the +5, so 30.
Yep. Okay.
what the heck?
So the four of you kind of.
Arcana's high.
Yeah, so the four of you putting your minds together, thinking about it, you're just like,
I saw God.
oh my gosh, no. Initially you're just like, okay, well that could be like a spell going, but it's a blue cloud. And then Esker, you kind of bring up like blue cloud kind of reminds me of like a uh, possibly like the air genasi, some of the things that they wield and form with their indwelling magic. And Kepri, you're like, oh yes, that totally sounds like that. And Uthari, like, yeah, that's definitely not like a, a storm cloud or anything. What you, Rhaegoth, you are figuring out that is uh, like more than one ship of air genasi heading at speed because they have flying ships that
OMG.
they encircle with their magic, and they really can't hide the color of it, so they usually go pretty fast. And because you got a 30, you're like, that's probably like 8 ships.
Oh, I would. Those may look like clouds, but those are ships I've seen in my days before. That they are trying to mask themselves as a cloud, thus the weird coloration. Just saying, like, to the group.
You mean sailors of the sky?
Does anyone have a spyglass?
Oh,
Mm. No.
I don't think I do.
No one had 1,000 gold to drop.
Do what?
I think they're 1,000 gold.
Oh my gosh!
I think they're really.
That's easy.
That's so not worth it. I would spend that.
Let me.
No, nothing even close. Um,
It is
well,
1,000 gold. What the schnapp?
Yeah, Yeah.
Um,
Wow.
I guess Uthar would ask the group, like, does anybody know anything about these sailors of the sky? Where would they be heading?
Uh,
I have a friend captain.
what was that, Esker?
I have a friend who's a captain.
Yes, you
I
do.
have an Air Genasi friend who is a captain
Yes,
of
you do.
a ship.
Yes, you do.
Very
Mhm.
cool.
So I wonder if he could be up there.
Well,
Do you
let's
know
go
where
look
he's
for your
headed?
friend after our mission.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Closest town's where we just came from, but like you said, after the mission.
We gotta get the gold first.
Paid. I didn't say that in character.
Yeah, I think Uthar would be very intrigued because they're like sailing in the sky. So she'd be like, whoa.
Skies.
Yeah, so like ships of the sky.
Well, I guess we should move forward then. And I don't. They're not heading the direction we're going, right?
No,
No.
they're
Okay.
like crossing
No,
your
no, no.
path. So
Then
like they've already
yeah.
flown over you, and they're kind of heading. They're heading west. So they're heading in
Okay.
the general direction, like. Uh, yeah, they're just heading like northwest from your location.
Gotcha.
Well, after finding out that they're passing by and they're like these sky sailors, she's gonna wave.
Awesome.
Moving on then. Krigoth would start walking forward to where we're going.
All right. Uh, alrighty. So you're. Uh, so you continue down that road. The sun, of course, just begins to set. So you've got to find a good place to make camp, and Dimitri did tell you a pretty good location. He kind of describes things, so someone can roll me a survival with advantage at the moment to actually find a good um, camping spot. Survival or perception. I'll do it that way.
My perception's pretty good, but if somebody else wants to roll, I'm happy not to.
No, mine's only a +1.
+2. Oh,
Go for
Ooh.
it.
that might be you.
Hey, please God. That'll be 12.
12?
Yes.
That was the advantage?
With the +4,
How do you roll with advantage? What does that mean?
You roll twice,
And take
and you
big
take the
number.
highest number.
Oh,
Yeah.
let me roll a second time.
Raise.
Okay, the new one is 20.
Dirty 20 or nat 20?
With the +4, it's 20.
Okay.
Okay. There's.
Dirty.
All right. Cool. You find what he actually described as a good. It's definitely been used before. There's a fire pit that's been dug, and there's stones around it.
Nice.
You kind of step off the road, and there's like a small grove of trees that can give a good windbreak if it was different weather. Along with, you can actually see the road, and you seem like um, it's a pretty defensible position. So it's like a good spot to make camp.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
Good find.
Yeah. Pats you on the back. Good job. Knew I liked you.
The owl pointed it out.
I knew I liked that owl.
Yes, he described it, but you found it.
Well, thank you. There's
Yeah, don't knock yourself short.
we got. I'm gonna go collect firewood.
Uh,
I would go find just whatever branches have fallen. I wouldn't cut any trees or anything.
Okay. You had a high enough perception, you'll be able to do that. So, how do you want to do watch?
Um, Uthar will volunteer because um, she's comfortable being on like the road, so to speak, even though it's usually more of a ship and
Mm-hmm.
um, sleeping out under the stars and so she's happy to volunteer.
Well, when I say watch, you usually have a schedule, like two to
Yeah.
three
Okay,
hours.
so I guess yeah, I mean like if everybody wants to sleep first, she which one's the hardest like watch one to do?
The 3 to 5 a.m. I feel like
3 to 5.
Yeah.
Okay, she'd volunteer for that one because she's done it before on ships and so.
I could do midnight to 3.
I'll take either one. It don't matter. He doesn't
I
care.
Hmm. I will take what?
I was gonna say
What?
I'd take the first one.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Sure.
is Rhaegoff taking the early morning one, or am I taking the early morning one?
Um, I I will take the early morning so I can get up early and say my prayers.
Okay. Looks like I'm
That's
sleeping the entire time. That's out of character. That's not me saying it.
okay.
All right, so whoever's taking first watch, roll me your perception.
I will
Mm.
do that. I have a 20.
Okay.
That's a big 20.
Okay. So as you're sitting there, you're watching everyone pretty much get into a deep sleep, and you're watching as the stars begin to come out. Uh, it's kind of at this time that you're definitely looking for the moon to see the light that you know is reflected on on the moons from the sun. So you can actually have that thing that drawing point to you. You see one, two, and during this time of year, it's near the usually the um, you don't always see the third moon. Um, so the first one you see is Svet, very the very light blue moon. Then you see Meluk, which with its strange like it's like a teal
Okay.
with a and it almost looks like it has a ring around it. And with your 20, you're noticing that the you're hearing coyotes in the distance. Um, you're hearing the rustling of a rodent that you definitely notice is Canes.
What's his mouse doing?
It's kind of like it's like going in it like it's going underneath his neck, like and then like crawling over him, and then like scurrying over, and like kind of staying within a 5 to 6 foot circle around him.
Hmm. Okay.
But that's your watch. It's like pretty
Uneventful.
yeah uneventful, but it's nice and peaceful for you at least.
Yeah. It would be very peaceful.
So who's next?
I am, I
Okay.
believe.
All right. So Capri would wake you up, and you begin your watch.
I would wake up pretty quick, like very alert, very fast.
Almost like cat-like
Uh,
reflexes.
yeah. something like that. uh, I would do a walk around the perimeter to kind of orient myself, and then after that, I would get comfortable. I'd either climb up in one of the trees close by so I can see in a great distance, or I'd just curl up by the fire, crisscross applesauce.
Okay. Roll me a perception.
That'll be 16.
16. Okay. Um, you look up, you see the stars, and you see a little bit of some clouds kind of moving in, and you start thinking about that weird blue cloud that everyone was pointing out that you saw as well. Uh, you look down and you see that your mouse is like kind of crawling back up towards you, so it's kind of starting to scurry up the tree and like slipping, crawling back up. Uh, and you hear, actually, you won't hear it. You see a dark shape.
Can I intervene and save the mouse?
Uh, it was definitely a night bird of prey, and it barely missed your little
Oh
mouse.
my gosh.
Oh my
You
god!
almost lost your animal companion.
I would take that mouse and immediately tuck him into my robes.
Okay. Okay.
I would chastise him.
Okay.
I'm
Well.
normally very calm, but that stressed me out.
Okay. So if you know anything about owls, they're not super fast, but they are silent. So.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as you said I didn't hear it, I knew what it was, and I was like, no!
Yeah.
Cool. At the end of my watch, I would just go wake. I think it's Uthara's next.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Roll.
Uthara, you're muted, my friend.
Oh.
Muted!
Sorry, my dog was barking earlier, so I muted myself.
Okay.
But when you wake her up, she's gonna be like, "What? What? Oh yeah, all right." Lets out a big yawn, and even though she just woke up, as you guys can tell, she's got like just a lot of natural energy, so she would pace while on
Okay.
her watch. Yeah,
Okay. Roll me a perception.
yeah, I should have had that up and ready. Okay, and here we go. All right, that is going to be a 12.
A 12.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
If I get killed in my sleep, I'm gonna have trust issues forever.
Well, you'd be dead, so.
True.
In his forever rest.
Forever. I'd be rolling over in my grave.
Yeah, here lies someone with trust issues.
Oh, jeez.
You said you rolled a 12.
Yes, yes, yeah.
So as you're, so when you pace, do you go back and forth, or do you kind of do like, like do you go around the fire, or are you just kind of pacing out in the dark? Like how do you?
I don't think she's like going out and leaving the party. She's probably pacing but keeping the same. So if they're like in a circle, that she'd be like,
Okay, and like kind of an arc around. Okay.
yeah, she wouldn't leave. She would never leave them,
Okay.
like, but she'd be, yeah,
So
just getting
you're
that.
okay. So as you're pacing, you kind of see you barely see movement, like getting closer to. Let's see here. That would be. Actually, it's by where Kepri is sleeping.
Movement by her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And as you start moving towards that direction,
Okay.
you see more movement and
Okay.
more.
I think then that
Whoa.
would alarm Uthara, and she would immediately try to go wake Capri, Capri, we say it,
Capri.
Capri. Yeah.
So there's you've got 6 silhouettes coming to like that just kind of popped up.
Okay.
And
So,
we need
For
them.
initiative?
so I'm definitely like rolling, shaking, be like, hey, 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 little one, there's something. We gotta get up.
So you're just
So-
waking up Capri, and we're going to start our next session with that.
Ooh.
Oh Lord! While everybody else is asleep.
Yep.
Why don't you shout?
Well, I did. Yeah, I know. I should have shouted.
That's okay.
Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to end stream here, and we'll probably chat just a little bit, and then we'll see you guys next time.